It's great to be in the Petersen Automotive Museum too. There's just great history here. You can really see the advancement of the automobile over the last 100 years, 100 plus years. You can see the advancements that have been made in refinement and performance and safety and efficiency. But it's actually these refinements and this evolution that's really put the traditional automotive companies, the few successful auto companies, in a difficult position, because they've developed this process of product development. They have a formula that involves a little bit of iteration every couple of years, but they really have difficulty developing and introducing a truly innovative product. Because if they were going to come out with something truly innovative, it would disrupt this business model that they've worked so hard to create for the last 100 plus years. And that's the role that a company like Lucid will play in the industry. Because at Lucid we don't have these cash cows to protect. We don't have this existing business model that we have to worry about. We can look at it fresh and come up with new solutions and new products that do innovate, that disrupt this model that exists today, where one car can do the work of multiple cars. At Lucid, it's a small dedicated team that's applying new technologies in innovative ways and really developing a product that's more appropriate for the needs of the modern consumer and creating a new luxury mobility experience. One of the people behind this vision is Derek Jenkins. Derek is our VP of design. He started his design career as an exterior designer at Audi in Germany. He was then chief designer of Volkswagen North America for 9 years. Just before Lucid, he was at Mazda North America as director of design, led many design projects at Mazda, including the current MX-5 Miata that was the 2016 World Design Car of the Year. We're incredibly fortunate to have Derek at Lucid. Please join me in welcoming Vice President of Design, Derek Jenkins.
It's difficult, so we have to remove ourselves and remember that it literally is the power of one horse. One horsepower actually means that. And we thought we were doing pretty good muscle car era when we got 300 horsepower out of a big V8. But that is the relative size of our rear motor in the car, 600 horsepower. That literally means the power of the full stampede of those beasts. So how could we do other things to really improve the car? What opportunities are there to exploit? Well, we've seen the benefit of a skateboard type battery architecture, which fits low underneath the car, brings a low centre of gravity, and integrates with the monocoque, with the structure of the car to improve safety and integrity. But is that the most imaginative shape? Could we go a step further? Could we sculpt that three-dimensionally for the benefit of the occupants? And sure we could. And that is exactly the approach we've taken with Lucid Air. We've got the sculpted battery pack, we've got the low centre of gravity, we've got all the advantages of that, we've got the structural integration and the inherent safety advantages, but yet we've got better space and better potential for an enhanced experience for driver and occupants alike. What else can we do? Well, we can condense and miniaturise the systems, like we see with a smartphone, like we see with modern technology devices. And we can do that in condensed areas around the front and the rear axle lines, in those blue blobs there. As a consequence, you'll see a significant impact upon interior space. So we've got a car here, which is a sort of a mid luxury size on the outside. It's actually, compared with the Tesla Model S, it's shorter, it's narrower, it's about 43 millimetres narrower than the Model S, and the roof line is about 32 millimetres lower. And yet inside, it's got the space of a long wheelbase S-Class Mercedes. It's quite transformative. And we can take this spatial efficiency through to another level. And we've developed executive rear seats within the package, and we've done that interactively with the suspension design and the powertrain. And the whole experience is really enhanced. Now, the model is Jenny. She's a colleague of mine. She's not 4'10". She's virtually my stature, and she's actually here for Seeing is believing. It's really quite transformative as an experience. I think this truly is the executive jet on the road.
Yeah.
So, put these elements together, we add to this that the car sculpted more three-dimensionally formed battery pack, condense technologies in discrete concentrations in three dimension around the front and rear axle line. We have a whole overall step change in experience and space and luxury and comfort. Now, the core to this, one of the foundation stones, is our advanced Lucid powertrain. We were formed in 2007. We've worked assiduously over the last 8-9 years on creating the world's best electric powertrain, and without that, this would not be possible. All the powertrain is designed and developed in-house. Our own motor and transmissions, which are 12% more power dense volumetrically than the nearest better known competitor of ours. Battery pack, which has got a 20% better volumetric packing density of the cells, and that enables us to have two battery pack options. One is 100 kilowatt hours, which will surpass 300 miles range. But we have a groundbreaking 130 kilowatt hour pack as an option, which will endow the car with true 400 mile range, which is quite breakthrough.
That's great.
Then we have really some of the world's most advanced aerodynamics. Our lead aerodynamicist, we poached him from the Red Bull Formula 1 team after 4 World Championship seasons. And a lot of this work is done on computational fluid techniques. We periodically visit the wind tunnel and just watch for these streamlines as they come over and smack them in the face. Okay. So moving on, autonomous driving is really a big part of the future landscape. We're going to see an era of shared mobility. We're already seeing that. That is already upon us. We're seeing the beginnings of autonomous driving, but we're going to see the full fruition of that in the next 5 to 6 years. And we're going to see a landscape which is dominated by shared autonomy. And I think that the Lucid Air is going to put us right at the centre of that. This will essentially be the most appropriate platform with the most appropriate platform architecture to give the appropriate experience for this new era, this new paradigm in global mobility. And in order to achieve that, we have a comprehensive sensor suite to enable level 4/5 autonomy from get-go, and we launch in 2019. And this will be an overlay of sensing from cameras. We've just recently announced a collaboration with Mobileye, which is really significant for us, and LiDAR and radar. And we're building redundancy with the LiDAR and radar particularly, with this camera sensing, and that's really important as a strategy because the car will experience lots of strange weather conditions, peculiar lighting conditions, and the algorithms on board need to be able to distinguish and discriminate between different effects through different weather conditions, from mist, snow, slush, spray, and that's why we need this overlay of cameras through different focal lengths. We need short and long range LiDARs and short and long range radar. So the consequence of all this, and we didn't really set out to do this at the beginning. The beginning was just a clear vision of making a better car. But the consequence at the end really is one of, the consequence of all this is a product which we believe can be eminently disruptive of a whole class of cars which are currently in the marketplace. And the reason that such a bamboozling, almost overwhelming array of product is because those legacy automakers are primarily stuck with the burden and the constraints of an internal combustion engine powertrain, and they're not emancipated to fully capitalise upon the true potential of electric powertrain. So,
Yeah!
not to make it crazy, but let's just
Oh,
say...
please. I like to be scared and I
I'll-
can't be scared.
I'll make it interesting.
Challenge
So,
accepted.
Wait, I'm
This-
still having a hard time.
No problem at all. We've got
There
plenty
we
of
go.
time. So we've got this kind of interior space that's like a luxury limousine. This is like a stretched S-Class Mercedes. But this little goon around the car park is about showing you that kind of inside we're also a sports car as well. And it's not just about the straight line performance. We're interested in
Jeez
how we go around
Louise.
corners as well.
Woo! Holy moly! Okay, that's amazing. I am very impressed. Holy crap!
That is lovely.
Okay,
So it's a kind of
Very little body
the
roll.
Model S D was already impressive. This is absolutely stunning.
Very little
Yeah,
body roll.
You have no
Absolutely.
idea how pleased I am to hear you
Almost
say that.
Yeah.
no body roll.
Yeah, I've test driven them all.
We've kept the body nice and flat. This isn't the active suspension version.
This
so
is not the active suspension?
No, this is not active suspension. So the active
Shoot.
suspension will be flatter and smoother.
Wow.
Hopefully
This
you get
was
a
not
sense
the
of it.
active suspension.